Hi everyone, I hope that you are doing well. I'm just jumping in here with you all before I kind of go to bed, I guess. I'm going to go to bed, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know when you're catching this. It could be morning time for you and days later as well if you're just catching it afterwards as well, so I don't know. Anyway, but as I'm live here, just thought I'd jump in and check the energy with you all. Welcome back. If you're returning back, my name is Shannon. If you're new and I look at crime, okay, so my channel is going to be very intense. You'll just have to learn me as we go. Just know that I revere the creator of the universe. I cling to him with everything in me. And to walk with the Most High God is very challenging, but it's our life. And so I had a few moments today that I was just like, why in the world Jehovah this, that, and the other? And I'm just real with the Most High. I'm just real with him. He wants us to have a relationship with him. And anyway, I'm sure y'all know what that's like. I'm sure of it. Those of you who walk with the Most High. Anyway, let's get in here and see what's going on for the collective. Yehovah, I just appreciate you so very much. I just thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Come on through, Yehovah, like you always do. So, I just did an energy check just a second ago, and both these cards jumped out. They didn't jump out in the reverse, but it didn't mean that it wasn't there, because first degree murder came out. And there was a baby there that came out real strong. So the behind closed doors came out, in the bedroom came out, a baby came out in wording, the baby rune came out, and two other cards had babies on the lap. I don't know if somebody murdered a baby, but we had the poverty card there and the despair card, and then the great fortune card there. And then the deck that I was using, the ten of wands came out in this other deck, and it was there twice. The 10 of wands was, but in this other deck it showed somebody on their feet with everything they had, walking down a road with nothing. And it was just showing that in two different decks, real strong. And somebody's in trouble somewhere for whatever. It stated that there was an ending. If the Hermit comes out in the reverse, then somebody's coming out of solitude of something out here. And the King of Wands came out in the reverse on all those wands. There was like 21 wands there. And somebody was not happy. I mean, obviously there was murder somewhere. So it's interesting. It's jumping out again here. The moon was also in that reading. It's incredible. It was big, strong energies of probably a mother, because your parents came out as well. That's incredible. This energy is still here, real strong. The Empress in the reverse. Now, if you're upright all day long, but it is showing us somebody, if somebody also died and they were pregnant, I'm also getting that type of an energy out here. The Empress in the reverse, though, is somebody very superficial, non-productive in something here as well. Could be very lazy or something like that. Something's very much emotional here that has been very secretive around some stuff. And not everybody's dealing with a murder case or anything like that, but something's out here. There's the Emperor and the Empress is out here. Incredible. I guess we've seen it. We'll pull it out here. Your parents are here. For the collective, it's here. It's emotional. Show me the moon. Show me the moon. We have T connections here. We have the letter G, the L, and the D. Also, there's somebody out here that has there specifically a learning disability is out here. Okay, confusion was just there in the other reading, but it was making reference to the scripture, somebody bound to a molded image and stuff like that. But if there's somebody that I think they call that LD, and I send you love and light. If that's, somebody's dealing with a learning disability and something, a teacher was there. Was a teacher in that reading? Yeah, I think a teacher came out. Anyway, if somebody got angry because somebody was a little slow at something, whatever that was, and something's taken off with the matter, I don't know. Something like that is out here. There's messages, secret communication going on with the Eight of Wands. And there was investigation that was there. The Eight of Cups, 88, which would take you to the hierarchy of the tower. And I had that asteroid come out. Somebody getting hit real hard with something out here, folks. Transformative stuff when you get the 8. Somebody knows something, and the word judge was there as well, and the Hermit can represent a judge. Very secretive stuff, communication, traveling, investments are here with this 8 of Cups and 8 of Wands as well. It's emotional. Show me that Empress. Show me this Empress here. Another 8 just jumped out. And the Knight of Wands. So the 8 of Pentacles, work. If this isn't a marital situation, or obviously whatever's going on at work is affecting somebody's home, or it did. Not working on something around this Empress energy. The Knight in shining armor, but and this can be a police card, it's about being fair. It's in the reverse. Somebody hasn't been fair around work matters out here. They've been trying to catch somebody up. Must have said something was going to turn out all right. There are some type of good news coming on something that's been deceptive out here. Regardless how heartbreaking something has been, the Most High is changing something here. And there is agreement to something, or was at one time, for something that went down. Well, I see somebody walking away from something, maybe real quick. The word fired came out today as well when I was reading. Somebody's not going to work on something with somebody who is not productive, whoever the person is, male or female. And that 9 of Pentacles was just in that other reading as well, which is also segregation. That the Hermit energy goes back to that as well. And I'm using you for your money, and somebody's a little manipulator out here around some stuff. The war, there has been war. The Emperor's here. It doesn't surprise me it's coming out. If you are dealing with somebody who's in the military or was, then so be it. Or maybe your kid is in the war as well. The mature man is here. Okay, well, the Emperor is here. We also have the coffin that's here. So something is over, because most I just brought out the word, an ending to something is here. And then the Lover's card is here, making that decision. And somebody's in unity for something, somewhere. And then the privileged lady. All right, somebody that should have been the Empress, but if somebody lost their credibility for whatever they were doing and not being fair somewhere, they really weren't privileged if they were being cray-cray, okay? The bad health is also here around something. Somebody's been taken advantage of out here. So we do have an older person that is coming out with the wisdom card. Okay, your parents, your grandparents, this tells you to use wisdom. And it's also a rigid person card. Okay. We have the thoughts card wanting to jump out. This is somebody learning information. Again, there is secret communication. Somebody's making somebody leave or something like that. Yeah, an ending and death matters to some stuff. And this is a secrets card. Work. And it is a female employee card. It has a meaning of servitude as well. And somebody was sitting here in this Empress position somewhere, coming across like they're all sweet and kind and unfair, but they had secrets here on this job. Whoever's getting fired or did get fired is fixing to, and they go back to work whenever that is for you. As I'm recording this, it's Saturday night, so some people work over the weekend as well. Somebody getting fired for something that they've done. Okay, whether they were like, okay, I'll do it, or somebody forced somebody to do something out here. Somebody has not been fair somewhere. And that's really horrible. Show us some words, Jehovah. You just picked through my hands. It's all about me, 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 me. Look what I got. I'm taking from you, but look what I got. You don't got nothing. And if most I got to put somebody 6 feet under for being nuts, so then let God do that. Then let God do that. The Most High said that people who, are oppressing people, they're going to feel that stuff. What comes around goes around. Touch not my prophets and do them no harm. This came out today as well, as I was reading somewhere. Well, anyway. A burden of stress and an oppression. It's been here. Look, people, you're not to touch anybody in the earth. Especially anyone who has the anointing upon them to do the work of the Most High God. The Most High put a title over somebody and he said, nobody touches that. But if you do, you're in big trouble. And if somebody already did that, and this Empress is just showing up that she was killed or something like that as well, your parents here, attached to something, then something like that would be here. Whoever's who in the situation, a clarity of a mystery is here. That also just jumped out in that other reading. A vice and a fault, a moral fault, and a well placed for protection. Well, anyway, the Emperor also represents protection as well. And somebody overheard what was said, okay? And the false heart has been here. Yes, and somebody's a murderer. I mean, I had first degree murder come out, and I had boring through and killing come out in another card to confirm that. And there's an ending to it, okay? The gardener is here. Look, the other day when this privileged lady came out, we had the Queen Consult and stuff come out real heavy last week. I don't know anything about those people's hearts, okay? I don't, but the Most High brings them out because they set up in a great big place in leadership all over the world. We should pray for our leadership. But whoever's who and wherever anyone is planted, they all are planted there by the Most High, but he also uproots people as well. So whether they have to do some uprooting somewhere or the Most High is going to uproot somebody from there, I don't know. But it's come out real heavy, and I know the Queen of England is, the King's mother was also called the gardener. But the Most High is the gardener of the earth. Okay? Anyway, so whatever that is, that stuff is still here today in this reading. Okay? An unwanted birth was here. Okay, well, somebody killed that baby then. Or they, I guess maybe went underneath the knife and had an abortion. Something's happened. Okay? Mexican energy is here. Pay what you say. Okay, well, whatever that is. Somebody overheard something that was said and somebody took vengeance in their own hands. I guess they did. It's a very dangerous thing. Okay? Anyway. Look, if we have to speak, that's the problem that people have with prophets. Their office is to point the finger and to tell the way. If you go read about prophets, upright prophets, they had the right to go even before a king and lay it down, man. The Most High is not biased to any of us, folks, at all. And it was a prophet that would go before a king, and he went right before King David. Said, sword's coming after you, man. And Samuel had to kill another king that King Saul disobeyed God in, and chopped the other king up. A prophet has a really heavy work in the earth, and people want to go kill the prophet because they don't want the finger pointed, and nobody's pointing finger to anything but God's way. But people have a problem with God's way. People have a problem with God's way. And that's your business, but you're going to meet the Most High God. I mean, you don't even have no breath outside of Him, folks. None of us do. Some people just don't care. I don't know. Anyway, the word strong authority is out here. I also have the word elephant written here. That's a political party in the United States. Republicans are got the elephant energy there. An elephant can also, I don't care what you are, Democrat and Republican. If you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to give no political viewpoints. I think that, never mind, I'm not going to say. I'm just going to move forward. Just forget it. It's just going to cause whatever. People show who they are by what they do. Alabama's written on this card. LA, California, and Louisiana is also here as well, written on this card. Somebody is out here who leads people astray by seducing them, and that's you're in the wrong. You're just in the wrong. Okay. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Jehovah all the day long. Okay. It's the Most High God is the King of Kings. Our hope is that people will turn to the Most High. When will we get rid of titles? Okay, this one also has to catch my hand. There will be assured justice here. There have been secrets out here. They're right here. Somebody's learned about those secrets. And that's why there's no working on something where somebody has not been fair somewhere in some matter. Somebody's got a good solid testimony of something here. Whoever's overheard something that was said about this vice and moral fault and this false heart, there's clarity of a mystery coming out. I don't care how burdensome it is, and whoever's tried to do what, where, whoever did envy a sinner, it cost somebody in a really big freaking way. This is magic and stuff like that. And again, I had that confusion energy and somebody bowing to molten images on my other channel. So anyway, the K under the C is the justice card, which is clarity, which is the truth. And the pictograph looks like a V. This is the CH, the Q, and the X, the D, and the G, and the L, and the T. Connections are also out here, and the M and the R would also be found out here as well with the death card. Something happened with a misunderstanding, and if somebody overheard something and they misunderstood even also what was said in an ordeal and something crazy took off of it, well, then somebody was in the wrong by not going and fixing something. They took matters in their own hands, or I just don't like you, or whatever's taking place. Something's gotten out of hand out here. But there is going to be justice assured. This is what come out. Until next time, shalom.